I've recently cottoned on to this wonderful scaffold netting. Now here's a roll of scaffold netting. As you can see, it's got really quite fine holes in it. They are just about a millimetre. Now why I think this is so wonderful is because this roll, which is 2 metres times 50 metres, cost me just over £19. And its real purpose in life, and they make miles of the stuff, is to stop the debris falling off scaffolding onto unsuspecting people below. So it's very strong, it lasts for a long time, and if you want to use it for keeping insects off crops, then it is pretty much ideal, I think. Because of this small size netting, it will keep off something like a flea beetle. It will keep off the leek moth, which is 5 to 6 millimetres, so it will easily keep those out. It will keep off the cabbage white butterflies. And so I think I'm going to be using quite a lot of this because my children really hate it whenever I serve up caterpillars in the cabbage. Now, it does come in all sorts of fancy colours. Now, I've gone for the white, and I've chosen that because white scatters light much more. And so if we did this in a black, it would actually stop quite a bit more light getting through to the top crop below. So when you're using a wide netting, which we often use on our cabbages and things, maybe with the holes much bigger, then obviously it's less important. But when you're using a very dense netting like this, I think it is well worth opting for the white. Now it is very light. You could just drape it over the crop, and that would be fine in many instances. But just remember that things like cabbage white butterflies, they'll go and sit on the leaf through the netting, as it were. They can get their proboscis or whatever it is they do, and they can actually, when the netting touches the leaf, they can squirt their eggs through the holes. And then you get caterpillars living in there, and they will munch the way through your crops very, very quickly. So if you think there is that problem, then it's best if you put it up on a hoop. Now I've got these nice little metal hoops here, which I got actually specially made for me with the fleur-de-lis, and I've done them in an acid etched metal, which I often do. But sometimes I've just got alkathene tubing, which is really, really cheap, and then you just cut it to the length that you require for the size of the arc. So if I had big broccoli plants in here, I'd do a much bigger arc over the top. And then you just put 2 sticks up either end of the pipe and push those into the ground. So that makes a very simple, easy to make hoop, which is brilliant and works really well. So I think if you really want to grow good vegetables, and brassicas in particular are always targeted by many pests, it really is worth covering them. And with a simple arrangement like this, it's easy just to flip it off and put it back. So there you are, a really good, inexpensive way to make sure you eat more of the crops than the pests.